Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I want to highlight some of the new Steam game releases coming this week. Usually I would like to get a video like this up a little bit earlier in the week, but hey, better late than never, and let's get right into it. I want to go over 5 games that look pretty appealing to me, one of them pretty notable, but we'll get to that a little bit later. First of all, we have Undungeon. Now, this is a game that's also going to drop via Xbox Game Pass, so if you are a Game Pass subscriber, something to keep your eyes on. The game is noted to be a gorgeous action RPG driven by intense real-time combat and an immensely rich science fiction story. Travel between dimensions and change the world around you in an attempt to reconstruct the shattered multiverse. I have to say, they do say gorgeous action RPG. Visually, really liking the look of the game. Not sure what the price is going to be on Steam, but there is a demo available right now, so you can go check it out there. As far as system requirements, recommended is GTX 1060. Yes, the game looks very good from a presentation standpoint, but it's the stylization that's more of a bastion to me, where the game visually looks great, but it's not like it's a technical juggernaut or anything like that. So a GTX 1060 is actually a little bit surprising to me, but we'll see. The game does note a vast open world, explore distant lands beyond belief, and meet their exotic inhabitants, merchants, and bandits going about their lives regardless of where you go. You can trade with locals, recruit them to help you in battles, or even destroy their camps between missions. You can recover, gear up, and rest in hub. A base location in a neutral space expands between dimensions. NPC interaction systems as well. Decisions you make as a herald will affect the fates of the characters you meet, as well as whole dimensions. The game is scheduled for a release on November the 18th, so you can check it out then. Next up, we have Ponti, Fishy Adventure, a pretty interesting name there. This is a game that I had no idea about, but it's out November 18th, and it notes guide Ponti and their javelin partner Bront as they defend the once great city of Royala, explore the deep sea, fight mutant sea creatures, and discover the secrets behind this new Atlantis in this beautiful action-packed adventure. It is a Metroidvania by the looks of it. Another game with a really solid art style here. Again, much like Undungeon, it's not like a technical juggernaut or anything like that, but it's very stylish and looks like the combat has a lot of flair to it. The particle effects look great, and definitely a game that I think will, garner some buzz when it actually does come out, because I haven't even heard about this game as it was in development and as we're getting closer to release. But yeah, something to definitely keep an eye on. A terrifying array of hostile and mutated sea life encounter all sorts of creatures formed from a ghastly fusion of sea critters and marine debris. While some might look small and amusing, others might pose more problems. After all, there's always a bigger fish. Unique underwater javelin combat system. Remotely control your javelin partner to repel enemies, remove obstacles, or protect yourself. Swappable upgrades for customized combat. Explore this magnificent but perilous underwater city and magnificent and immersive underwater environments as well. The game is scheduled for release on November the 18th. Next up, we have a major release in Battlefield 2042. Look, the game is already out through Xbox Game Pass, EA Origin Access. You probably already have at least played the free trial, and at this point it seems like it's getting a bit of a mixed reception. A lot of people are finding fun with it, some aren't as high on it, but if you're the kind of person that is waiting to drop the $60 on it, at this point, you're probably just going to get it as the standard edition instead of buying the gold edition or the ultimate edition, which I always think is a whack way to do an early release, because it's not really an early release. It's just, hey, pay us more and you get to play the game when it comes out. If you don't, you can pay the $60 later, but I think most people went the route of going with EA Play, at least getting the 10-hour trial. That was a pretty suitable way of doing so, especially because so many of us signed up for Xbox Game Pass to play Forza Horizon and Halo. That Battlefield coming in the fray wasn't a big deal, but Steam will be dropping the game. Not much more to say here, but the full release will be out November 19th for those of you dropping $60 on Steam. Next up, 2 more games to go over. Unsafe, a co-op horror sci-fi game for 1 to 4 players. Your space station has gone dark and something lurks in the shadows. Your team must investigate, use tools, extract all data, and return to safety. Horror-based multiplayer games have been something that have been gaining more and more popularity. We'll see how this one turns out. Again, form a group of up to 4 players and explore the desolated space station. Work together to bypass computer security, run away from danger, or revive fallen comrades. Use tools to keep yourself and other teammates safe. Proximity comms. Gameplay notes a horror experience in space, an alien film-like mood. Map, explore the 2-story section of the abandoned space station. Every turn seems familiar. And then realistic graphics graphics and sound set a claustrophobic mood. The game does note recommended requirements at GTX 960 or equivalent, so nothing too crazy there, and i3 4th gen as recommended as well, so pretty tame on that end. And lastly, we have Myth of Empires, a multiplayer sandbox game featuring a high degree of freedom. Players will fight to survive and earn their place in a world torn by war, build fortresses, lead armies in massive battles, siege enemy castles, and establish your own empire. Definitely getting a bit of a Mount and Blade vibe out of this one. This one is hitting early access come November the 18th, so we'll see how this one ultimately turns out. Requirements are relatively hefty. Minimum is an i5 4430, FX 6300, 8 gigs of RAM, GTX 960, R7 370, recommended i5 6600K, GTX 1060 or RX 580. Actually not that crazy from a GPU side of things, but recommended RAM is 16 gigabytes and then a 60 gigabyte install size, so relatively hefty there as well. Again, it is hitting early access, so we'll see how this game progresses in the coming months until its full release, but it will be hitting early access next month. And that is going to do it for me. Again, some new Steam releases coming later this week, most of them coming tomorrow actually, with Ponti, the Fishy Adventure, Undungeon, Battlefield 2042 will be coming Friday, Unsafe is tomorrow, and then Myth of the Empire is tomorrow as well. So a lot of Thursday releases here, but that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.